Welcome back to the Block Analyst. If you're new here, this channel breaks down crypto not as hype, but as a system of incentives, psychology, and data. Today, we're going deep, not into charts, not into coins, but into the mindset and frameworks that separate the few who actually win in this space from the millions who just recycle the same noise. If you're tired of chasing calls on Twitter, wondering why you're always late to every move, this episode is for you. Because today, I'm going to show you how to actually become good at crypto. In thinking, in trading, in execution, and in building your edge. 1. Learning how to think. The first skill you need isn't technical analysis, or yield farming, or how to bridge your tokens without losing half your gas to slippage. It's how to think independently. Most people in crypto don't think, they react. They sit on X, refreshing their feed, waiting for someone with more followers to post a bullish thread. Then they pile in, thinking they're part of the alpha. But in reality, they're the exit liquidity. When you're following someone else's conviction, you're borrowing a mental model without understanding how it was built. You don't know what they saw, what they're tracking, what changes their mind. You only see the output, not the process. And by the time you copy them, they're already positioned. You're entering their trade at their exit point. Real traders understand that original thought in markets doesn't come from having a gut feeling. It comes from having a structured process to analyze inputs differently from the crowd. 2. The echo chamber problem. Crypto moves fast, but information moves faster. Everyone reads the same viral tweets, the same Substacks, the same Telegram threads. That's why everyone's conclusions sound identical. This echo chamber kills alpha. Because if everyone is reacting to the same signal, nobody has an edge. The edge has already been priced in. So what do? You change your inputs. You diversify what you read, what you study, and how you synthesize information. Don't just read crypto Twitter. Read economic theory. Read about technology adoption cycles. Study how currencies collapse. The trader who understands game theory, behavioral finance, and technology diffusion, that's the trader who spots the next meta before it goes mainstream. Example, Jacob Horn's Hyperstructures essay predicted the current DeFi renaissance. Pierre Rochard's Speculative Attack outlined Bitcoin's global adoption mechanics 10 years ago. Most traders never even heard of those texts. That's why they stay reactionary. 3. The power of reading widely. You want real alpha? It's hiding in the weird corners of the internet. Read Reminiscences of a Stock Operator to understand human behavior. Read Play Money to understand market gamification. Read The Long Goodbye to grasp macro cycles. Then go outside crypto. Read Semi-Analysis on TSMC's chip moat. It'll teach you how compute scarcity drives AI tokens. Read Luke Grooming on dollar liquidity. It explains Bitcoin rallies better than any on-chain metric. Read Curtis Yarvin if you want to understand how political power influences economic cycles. The more diverse your inputs, the more asymmetric your insights. Information compounds like capital. Every concept you learn multiplies your ability to interpret new signals faster. 4. Writing as a discipline. You don't need an audience. You need clarity. Every bad trade looks brilliant until you try to write down why it makes sense. Writing forces you to articulate. What's your catalyst? What's your invalidation point? What's your time horizon? When you start writing your theses consistently, you develop what I call thesis brain. It's the habit of processing every new data point through a structured mental model. You stop reacting, you start predicting. And when you share your writing, even privately, you expose your reasoning to critique. That feedback loop accelerates your learning. 5. Data, the forgotten edge. Crypto is the first market in history where all data is public. Every transaction, every smart contract, every wallet is visible. Yet 99% of traders still rely on charts from CoinGecko.
The edge is not in access, it's in interpretation. Learn how to query data. Use Dune Analytics, Flipside, or Nansen. Even basic SQL can give you insight weeks before dashboards update. When you can calculate a protocol's revenue, track whale flows, or identify liquidity trends yourself, you stop needing influencers to tell you what's bullish. You see it first. 6. Coding. From follower to builder. The market is programmable. That's the biggest mental unlock most traders never get. You can automate everything: data collection, wallet monitoring, even trade execution. Write a Python script that tracks yield rates. Create alerts for wallet activity of top addresses. Build an auto compounder for your DeFi farms. Every script gives you leverage over time. Not financial leverage, but execution speed. Coding also forces you to define logic. No emotion, no hesitation. Code doesn't FOMO. Code doesn't panic sell. It follows parameters. Once you start thinking in code, you start trading like a system, not a human. That alone will separate you from 95% of the market. 7. Trading across markets. Now, you have to trade. Not just crypto. Everything. NFTs, prediction markets, collectibles, sports betting, even real-world assets. Every market has patterns. If you understand how scarcity, hype, and liquidity interact in one, you can translate it to the next. And yes, you're going to lose money at first. You must lose, because markets don't teach for free. You're paying tuition for experience. But that tuition compounds. The more markets you touch, the more anti-fragile you become. When crypto crashes, maybe you're making money in political prediction markets. When NFTs die, maybe you're flipping physical art or domain names. The game never ends, only the venue changes. 8. Social capital is real capital. Crypto is the most meritocratic environment ever built. No geography, no degree, no permission. The only currency that matters is value. You build it by giving before you take. Share your scripts, explain your frameworks, help others without expecting anything. This is how you get into the right Telegram groups, the right conversations, the right networks, not by begging, but by contributing. Keep your DMs open, speak your thoughts publicly, engage in good faith. One connection can change your entire trajectory. And once you have that network, you don't always need to be right. Your collective intelligence covers your blind spots. 9. The compounding edge. Everything I've described, thinking independently, reading deeply, writing consistently, coding, networking, compounds. Each layer strengthens the next. Read, you get better inputs. Write, you refine your outputs. Code, you automate your execution. Network, you multiply your reach. The average trader will always look for the next signal, the next influencer, the next pump. The professional builds systems, skills, and frameworks that outlast every trend. Most people will finish this video and go right back to refreshing Twitter. They'll keep chasing someone else's conviction, and they'll keep providing liquidity for those who actually did the work. But if you get it, if you understand that success in crypto isn't about prediction, it's about preparation, then you're already ahead. The infrastructure you build today, intellectual, technical, social, compounds forever. Every book you read, every script you write, every friend you make in this ecosystem adds another layer to your edge. That's how you stop surviving crypto and start mastering it. Thanks for watching The Block Analyst. If you're serious about developing edge, not hype, not calls, then keep building your mind faster than the market moves.